So obviously this is not what you want. Ooh, I missed. Ooh. Now they're gonna do a focus in on it, but right now just me looking. This guy, I think it's this guy right here. Watch what happens as you see there's someone who's trying to be detained. Someone's trying to be detained. Look, I'm just gonna talk to you like. Sometimes it sounds inhumane when you talk principled, right? When you stick to the principles or you talk about accountability or self-responsibility. Like my job when I'm outside is to come back home inside. That's my job, right? I have too many people counting on me. I love too many people. You only get one lap around this thing. You only get one life to live. So make sure that the thing that you're going to go out, die for, I mean, I don't know if that list is long, so let's just talk through that. We're going to have a show today about all of this. But watch right here. Watch my man right here. See? All right, see? Now, I don't know what he saw in that moment, but something triggered him, right? This guy has been in this position for 20 seconds at least, detained, right? Nah, I can't say detained. That's being forward. In the process, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, resisting, going through this process. Let's go. Okay, get out of there. We're going to go deeper. We're going to go deeper, okay? And we're going to show you guys. Our attempt is to show what the sides are saying so we can find a common place where we can peacefully coexist. I'm not getting into rights and wrongs. I'm just going to break it down and we're going to say, hey, man, in this position, in this situation, preserve the people over the politics. All right, so let's look at this.
Good morning, Robin. We took multiple videos, verified them, and then went frame by frame. And we have now a fuller picture of what occurred over just minutes when an initially non-violent encounter turned deadly and became yet another flashpoint in the nation's vigorous debate over immigration enforcement, the use of lethal force, and accountability.
At least 3 minutes before Alex Pretti was shot and killed, he is seen at 8:58 a.m. Saturday holding his phone at a distance from immigration enforcement officers in an apparent attempt to record a nearby arrest. An eyewitness captured this video of Pretti filming the arrest. At no point does he appear to display a weapon. A minute later, Pretti appears to be using his phone to record two bystanders interacting with a federal officer before.
I got to stop right here because I think what's happening in our world right now is the phrase or the term of nonviolent. I think it's being loosely interpreted. I think sometimes nonviolent means, hey, man, I don't have any weapons, obviously, right? Nonviolent sometimes is getting, I think, misconstrued into like, I'm peacefully protesting. I'm out here not doing anything that's harmful. However, it's irritating. All right. It's agitating, right? You're not complying, but it's still nonviolent. So you could be non-compliant and nonviolent nowadays. OK, and we understand it. And we've seen it from yesteryear videos of marches and protests. But we're getting to a place where it's way looser to say even nonviolent, because you could just frankly say, no, but you're also not a part of the order. You're not complying. You're not being obedient in this moment where there's law enforcement. Just wanted to clarify that because I keep hearing nonviolent dance and jump around. Continue.
Or that officer is seen shoving one of them across the street.
Do not push them into the traffic.
Another camera angle shows the officer shove one of those individuals into Pretti. You can see the two holding on to each other. The confrontation escalates. Both of Pretti's hands are visible. One holds the phone, the other he held up seemingly to protect himself from pepper spray.
Whoa!
Pretti is seen being pepper sprayed. 3 officers grapple with him until he's taken down and held on the frozen pavement. Another group of officers then surrounds him. At 9:01, the federal officer in a gray jacket emerges from the scrum with a gun that appears to match the one Pretti had a permit to carry. Almost simultaneously, the first shot is fired. Officers step back. Within 5 seconds, 9 more shots, and soon after, the officer is heard. Pretti died at the scene.
What a world. What a world we live in. What a world we live in. Now, Now I want to get to the reactions of this, but before I get into the reactions and kind of like more of the political reactions to it, the human in me feels for that, what I saw. Because what I saw was a man lose his life. Now, the reasons he lost his life were his convictions, right? And I can't talk to another person and talk them out of their convictions because they can't talk me out of mine. So it's just that simple. Golden rule, right? I got to do unto others as I want them to do to me. Do not come up to me talking about my itty bitties. I should do this. I should do that. I shouldn't be this. Because I would non-violently, peacefully protest for my itty bitties. And we all know right now that word is being misconstrued because basically if I'm non-violent and peacefully protesting for my itty bitties, it's going to get gangster. Okay? Nothing's going to stop me. Simple as that. My family is part of my conviction list. For him, I'm assuming it's the treatment of the illegal immigrants or the U.S. citizens that are being confused for the legal immigrants. But this is the thing I just want to get out here in general. Like, there is a way to comply and still, and I know people get their hair raises when they hear comply because ain't nobody going to talk to me like that. I know my rights. I'm saying there's a way for you to get what you want and also what they need. That's all I'm saying. Like, I've been in this position so many times, whether it's getting pulled over, whether it's actually being stopped, walking, whatever it may be, that response right there detonates or diffuses. And I mean, I don't have anything that's absolute. I don't have an absolute remedy because every situation is going to have its own uniqueness. But I do know inconsistency that when I am faced with law enforcement, I know what they're standing on. I don't know this individual. And I think in this situation, the individuals are going to come into question because that doesn't look legit to me. That doesn't look like proper protocol, right? You're not even arresting the lady, or you are arresting the lady, or do you even know if she's a legal immigrant or not, but you just push her. Now, I understand you pushed her because you're like, how many times I'm going to tell you to move or whatever it may be. I understand that, but that doesn't mean it's right. Okay, so that's the situation I'm seeing right now. Just combining all the elements of life, and as you guys know, I care about people. I don't give a damn if they care about me. It's not a two-way street. I think that's very narcissistic and selfish of you to only care about things that care about you. And a lot of people are like that. Oh, you hate him. Why I hate him? Because he hate me? That's his fault. That's his problem. Like, I don't get caught up in that. I feel like I feel about you, about it. Okay? Whether it's a real person or an inanimate object. Things don't care about you. No things care about you. You care about it. So how come when it comes to a human being, you need them to care back about you? So in a situation of contest, when it's law enforcement and guess what I do? I respect. Just like if coach say, I see, coach, you know how many times my coach has said, run. And I'm like, for what? I bet you I'm running while I'm thinking, for what? For what? Like, what are you going to say in that moment that coaches say, I said run, and you're like, but why? That sounds like my little daughter. She's 5. Run, and then come back. He going to explain. If not, you ask him. After you did what he said, now, can you fill in the blank, sir? Simple as that. Well, let's let Jon Stewart fill in the blanks. Let's hear it.
They're lying. We saw it. And that's how brazen they lie when they know we've seen the truth.
This is why I don't like sides. That's why I love the world, because it's round, no sides. So as soft and gentle as that word may be, just another group. You know, the tribalism just yells out. And the dissension just screams at you because it's they. It's them. It's this. Like, you're not a part of it. Like, okay, let me just distance myself from it. You're distancing yourself from it in belief, but not in reality. You can think what you want. You can think you ain't living in reality. Keep going. They, them, and vice versa, the other side too. I hear it all the time. That's one reason, oh my God, I can't talk politics with people, not because I'm sensitive, because they are. They feel like they are. Like the other person I'm talking to, I'm like, dog, I'm talking to you. Well, oh God. I'm a they? Okay, thank you. Didn't know that.
That's how they lie when they know we know. Imagine how they lie when there's no evidence to contradict them.
Isn't that every human being? You ever cheat on somebody, ever get cheated on? Like, I love how we trying to make this like a part of the machinery when it's a part of the human existence. It's a part of the human DNA. Like, did you do this, John? What? What can he prove? First thing you think is, what can he prove? Second thing you think is, what does he know so he can prove it? It's okay.
And maybe that more than anything explains why Alex Pretti really was a threat. Because he was brandishing a weapon. A handheld, aluminum, 1080p, 60 FPS weapon of mass illumination. Because there is nothing more dangerous to a regime predicated on lies than witnesses who capture the truth.
And I like Jon Stewart. The second time around, not as much this go around, but the first one, I used to love the show. Now it's just like, because everything's gotten so radicalized, like I can't go nowhere. Like I'm just listening, I'm like, what is going on? Like I've never seen such infighting in the locker room, right? Offense, this feels like offense and defense every day coming in the locker room talking shit. Just talking shit. Like, dog, and I've been there before when the offense is like, hey, y'all need to pick it up, or defense like, hey, y'all can score a little more. But it's us. It's not they, it's us. Like we lost our team element, like America. You know when you leave America, you are American. But when you're in America, then you could be a New Yorker. You know what I mean? You could be a Californian, right? And then when you're in California, you could be a Los Angelino. And I get it. You could be a Crip, you could be a Blood. I get it. But God dang, there's no unity, there's no unification. And you know what's crazy? In every dynamic, every family situation, it takes something that is like heartbreaking. It takes a really horrible event for people to come back together. You ever see two people ain't talked in 10 years, 20 years, then all of a sudden Big Mama die, and then they come back. Then they stand on the other side of the room. Then by the end of it, they like, man, we shouldn't have let time go by like this. We should have. Next, hey, we're going to stay in touch now. We ain't going to let that come between us. How many times you done seen that movie? God dang. You done seen the movie so much you want to act it out, huh? All right, well, let's go on the other side. Let's flip it, as they say. Since the world is round, let's go find a side.
I know I'm supposed to feel sorry for Alex Pretti, but I don't. I don't. Do you know why I wasn't shot by Border Patrol this weekend? Because I kept my ass inside and out of their operations.
Okay. She said two things there. One of them I kind of feel, which is, you know, peacefully protesting. I'm not a protester, so this is probably not applicable to you because some of you guys are. I am not going outside. So you don't want to know how I didn't get shot? You want to know how I don't get killed? You want to know how I get to come home? Because I'm going to choose a different path to get to where I want to go. If I'm hiking, I have options. There's a smooth paved road at Runyon Canyon. There's also these dirt roads that you see nothing but branches and bushes and little holes, gopher holes and snakes. And you're like, I could get up there too. Okay, I see you. Not saying that the snake can't come to the paved road, but I certainly know what's over there. So it's a weird delusion that people are actually going out to protest, and then they're saying in the protest, whether it's you or it's them, they, it becomes blurred lines of peaceful protest. There are people out there getting paid. I'm just going to tell you the facts. There are people out there getting paid to start some ruckus. If this is a peaceful protest, this ain't good enough. Now, we all know that. We can follow the money trails and all that. We're not going to go that deep in the weeds, but let's just walk around with a general knowledge. Not everybody's there just to sit there with the stick and cardboard and say, we want more. We want more. Some people are saying we're going to do more. So you got to be careful there. But at the same time, you don't feel sorry. We have gotten there, cold-hearted, like straight up. You don't care if that person goes home. Straight up. You don't care if that man sees his family ever again. Straight up. Just because he believes something different. Well, you know what we gonna do? We gonna make ourselves feel better by making it a riddle. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes, right? Yeah, okay. Sounds good. It sounds good until you have to see that prize being handed over. A life gone. Come on, man. Connect a little better than that, y'all.
It's very simple. If I felt strongly enough about something the government was doing that I would go out and protest, I would do it peacefully on the sidewalk without interfering, via a whistle, via shouting, via my body, via any other way. I would make my objections known by standing there without interfering, because interfering is where you go south.
Now, she nailed that part, that little segment. Come on, people. Now, I don't know if you're the paid agitator and you're like, dog, I'm just doing my job. Or you're the actual person who walked outside with the peaceful protesters. But at the same time, you got to understand what you're doing, what you're getting into, right? I can't go out. Growing up, I couldn't go outside with the group of guys I saw in front of the house. Even if I knew them. You know why? Because I know why they in front of the house. Stop acting so naive, and then when you get killed or somebody gets killed, you're like, whoa, that's wrong by them. Yes, it is. But you're not alive to fight that. You're not alive to even suggest that. They're wrong. No, you're dead. No, you're incarcerated, whatever it may be. So we got to stop this blurring, this blended psyche of I'm doing right, but all around me. I'm hanging out with gangsters and I'm like, why they shoot me? I'm telling you, I've gotten too many arguments where when you're preemptive, people want to talk you out of that. Oh man, why are you scared to go to that damn game? Ain't nobody gonna get shot. You know how many times I heard that? Now, sometimes they were right and sometimes they were wrong, but all the time I was avoiding it. My parents told me no the first time, and I remember they told me no, and I was pissed, probably cried. I was just like, damn, I can't do nothing. I'm over here working. I'm getting these grades. I'm going to school. Then I come home. I don't even get to watch my TV shows. Can't watch Transformers. Can't watch Different Strokes. And then I got to go to practice and put on these pads and practice 3 hours long. And I'm running around all day. And then I come home, and then I just want to go somewhere. And my mama, no. I told you this story before. Woke up the next day, went to school. Man, you heard rapping last night? Maybe that's why she said no, it was a school night. Nah, my mama lost 3 of her brothers to the streets. She wasn't stupid.
And laying hands on a police officer trying to, or Border Patrol officer or ICE officer trying to conduct a law enforcement operation is a felony. And now you are going to get arrested. And if you do anything that resembles resisting, you're in serious trouble. Doesn't
blah, blah, blah. Yeah, the resisting part is just, I think we will be in the 90 percentile. And I understand why some people do resist. I understand what they're going through. The violation that they either perceive or they're actually receiving. There have been violations by police officers and law enforcement, right? So sometimes you walk in loaded with that perception, like they're not gonna violate me. You know? You're the same person that walk in the store. What's she looking at? I'm gonna tell you, big dog, being real, she look at everybody coming in the store. You got to change. Maybe you got to change your paint color. Maybe you got to lighten your hue to understand this. But she looking at everybody. No, but she looking at them different than me. Really? Okay. That's going to get you agitated. That's going to get you to the edge. So all it takes is one thing. So instead of going to at bat, you ain't got 3 strikes. You got 1. And you swinging. And now you out. This is resisting. I've heard too many conversations. I've seen too many times. I've even been in a situation before. I remember one time growing up, my uncle got pulled over. He was talking plum shit. I was like, Unc. I remember, and I kind of told on him. I was like, they were like, and he was just being aggressive to the officer because he was guilty. Then they finally asked him, they say, well, you been drinking? He said, no. And I think I was like 7 or something. My grandma told me the story better than I even remember it. She said, your big ass mouth said, no, you did have a beer, Uncle. You know, kids ain't trying to hear that shit. Oh my God. I didn't even know the dynamic. We supposed to hate the police. I didn't know none of that. I just like, damn, uncle, you mean to this dude. He just asked you, license registration. What you want to see that for? Maybe because on this song, when we were playing the Double Dutch Bus song, your ass was swerving every lane because you was pumped on the song. The Double Dutch Bus. I don't know why. Oh, it's unreal out here. It's unreal out here. Okay, so let's get smarter. Let's read this quote from Milton Friedman. If you guys don't know him, oh man, big brain. Economist, big brain. He says a society that puts equality before freedom will get neither. A society that puts freedom before equality will get a high degree of both. You could be hustling backwards, working ass backwards. A society that puts equality before freedom will get neither. Remember when we were, well, it feels like 5 years ago, but it's probably still today, but it felt really equality. And then it turned into equity, because people were figuring out like equality. Dog, what are you talking about? There's no equality. And it's okay if there's no equality. Yes, it is okay. You want to know why? Because work hard for something. I mean, I'm telling you, put all of you into something and then get to the finish line and say, where's my prize? Where are my rewards? And then they give everybody the same thing. You want equality? Oh, no, I ain't talking about that kind. Oh, I thought you liked the word. Now you want to try to change the word? No, equity then. I want everyone to have a chance. Everyone does have a chance. No. This person here, this person there. Do you know the power that's in you that is so much greater than what's outside of you? Do you know that everything you want out there is already in here? You don't know that, huh? Oh, you're one of those people that say, man, I was born here. Man, my mama and daddy did this. I told you my best friend, mama and daddy abandoned him. He grew up in a bedroom with 6 of his cousins. No mama and daddy. Big mama took care of him and Big Papa. That boy got straight A's his whole life, got 2 degrees, undergrad, master's degree from Cornell University. I'm not trying to use him as just one example. There are many, but I'm talking about one that really hits home. That's my ace. He grew up in hell. I used to go over his house and just be like, I can't stay here. I didn't want to eat their food. They were like from somewhere in the Caribbean somewhere, and they were eating ox. I was like, dog, I am 11. I'm not eating no ox. You ain't got no bacon? God dang. 2, he just never had quiet, never had peace. It was chaos every day you went over there with his fine ass cousins. I used to go over there just to see them. I got countless examples, y'all. We got to stop. We got to start team building again. Okay?
Let me put you on to something that's part of my daily routine now. VINIA, not a powder, not a pill.
It's the Daily Chews 2X formula. And yeah, they taste good too.
It's plant-based. No stimulants, no crash, no jitters, no banned substances, no junk. It's Informed Sports certified. Just something that actually delivers. Link in description, vinia.com/Marcellus. Discount code Marcellus10 for a 10% discount. Wow.
It's been a decade plus that I knew that this day was going to come.
Oh, this is not hyperbole here.
Because I believe the birds.
Time to hydrate. Hydration's the situation, so